What's going on, guys? It's your boy Ziggy with another Black Beacon video, and today is Sunday the 27th. That means we are about a week away from the new release of the featured character Qing. Now, from what we know about Qing is that she is a water unit. We actually know quite about a lot. I don't know the particulars about her kit, but if you didn't know, in chapter 4, let's go to the first mission. I know for sure we play as her in this one. This is her right here. This is Qing. This is the new limited 5-star that's coming May 5th. All right, May 5th we will be playing her. So this video is just basically about telling you guys to prepare for it. So lucky enough, and I hope that this is a consistent thing they do have an event going on the game, right, where you're gonna get twice the amount of resources when you play a certain stage for 6 times. And this is really important because what I'm trying to say is you should start, if you plan on summoning for her, you should probably start gathering the resources for her now. That's what I'm doing. For the next week, I'm dedicating all my stamina to getting her ancient marks to have enough resources. So obviously when I'm gonna make a video summoning for her and her weapon, and then I could give you guys max level video that same day, right? So that's the plan for me. And what I'm saying is that you do plan on summoning for her, that's what you should do. Now, another thing to take note of is Vulcan's Grace. You can select her weapon. Now, if you haven't used this yet, right? Say you haven't used this yet, you didn't summon for Florence. Getting these is not worth it because you could also getting the standard banner 5-star units and the standard banner 4-star units 5-star weapon isn't worth it through there because you're able to purchase them anyway in the multiverse store, right? So why would you waste? I ain't gonna hold you, but that's before the multiverse store was out. All right, and also, I'm a whale, so it doesn't, it means would I have liked to save it? Yes, but at the end of the day I'll be okay. But if you're free to play, right, say you're free to play and you're I like Florence but I'm skipping out on her, and you plan on summoning for Qing. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Please don't. I hope that's how you pronounce her name because that's embarrassing. I'm pretty sure it's Qing. You could just get her, right? You could just get her and then if you haven't used Vulcan's Grace yet, then you can pick her. Or if you just start again, if you just happen to start the game and you're watching this video, you see her, maybe you didn't care about Florence when you heard, but you kind of want to check out Black Beacon, you see Qing, you're like, hey, that character actually looks cool. You're able to get her 5-star weapon through Vulcan's Grace if you haven't used it. Now, from my understanding, some people are saying that this might reset because it says resetting time. So that'll be kind of pretty cool that every, I want to say 45 days, we're able to get a limited 5-star unit by just completing certain tasks. I think that would be pretty interesting, but that's not guaranteed. And that's also the reason we know this is when the next banner is coming out, right? Because this is available May 5th, midnight my time, Eastern time. It'll be available midnight Eastern time. So what else do we know about Qing? We do know that she's a water unit, right? So with her being a water unit, you want to make sure you get her elemental breakthrough for water, and you do these stages right here. You want to make sure you do that. Now, I don't know. Let me see if there's actually precise numbers we will need to break someone through. Let's see if those numbers are out there. Let's see. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if there's oh, okay, all right, there is. Okay, so from the looks of it, there is exact numbers that you can use to find how much you need. And the main thing I feel like a lot of players are gonna have a problem with, and something I run into, having enough gold. Make sure you have enough gold. And another thing, so what I do know about her kit, and then there was a comment in one of my videos that talked about her kit a little bit. So one thing that is known about her is that you're gonna want crit damage and excuse me, burp, embarrassing. You want crit damage and you want crit rate for her. Now you can also look at her abilities. Let's go to that stage where she pops it in. If you go into that stage, now obviously you know, things can change, right? Like this is not going into this stage and looking at her abilities isn't like doesn't mean that's like her abilities will work the same way. It's probably the same animations and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that it'll work the same exact way when they release her. Maybe they're stronger, maybe they nerf her a little bit. We don't know, right? Skipping all this. This is cool, but we skipping this.
The river is just up ahead.
Right?
Go there.
So if we go right and we just look at her talents, you can see her combos, her passive skills, and you can also see her talents, right? You can see that while channeling Wave Slicer gains super armor and 15% damage resistance bonus. Now, super armor, now I could be wrong. I haven't checked eventually I will level up every single character, but I haven't leveled up every single character. But from the characters that I've seen, I have not seen this verbiage right here, gain super armor. That actually sounds like insane. Like, what the hell is super armor? What does that mean? And this is why I mean, like, it's possible that like her kit, when you're summoned for her, like her kit as a like an actual playable character you can use, they might get rid of this gain super armor part, right? And only 15 damage resistance bonus, which is still really good. Because what is super armor? I haven't seen this verbiage in any other unit. So I'm talking about things like that. Like this is like looking at this is not a guarantee. That's what her attack, her kit is gonna be like. But for the most part, it's basically like you know, like almost everybody's kit, making sure your skill 1 and your skill 2 does more damage. Now looking at her skill 1, they do enhance damage. Like I said, I don't think that the ancient marks that increase like enhanced damage or charge damage are really beneficial. From what I'm hearing about this unit is that her ultimate deals a ton of damage. So people are saying that you should do crit rate, crit damage, and we'll look at the ancient marks, but there's an ancient mark that your ultimate skill gauge charges faster, and that can be really beneficial for her if you want to do her ultimate a lot. And I'm seeing that with a lot of DPS characters, that you should just really just do like the basic, unless their kit like really fits it. Like I know Florence, a lot of people are still saying that Florence should do crit rate and crit damage. I'm not saying she shouldn't. I just played into her kit, which is more Pierce. But at the end of the day, she still does what I need her to do. If you did Pierce on Florence, like I don't think it's that big of a deal. But going back to Qing, I'm hearing that her ultimate is very, very powerful. But her passive basically is, let's see, her passive waters. Now, once again, this doesn't mean this is her full kit, right? Or it could be better or worse than this, right? It could get some buffs or it could get nerfed. But playing her as a character, right? Just going in. Yeah, that's actually good AoE right there. If that's her hitbox, that is damn good AoE.
Isn't that Secretary Qing?
Let's see. Yeah, that's really does. Let me say something. It says increase range for one of her talents. A Wave Slicer? Is Wave Slicer her level 2? No, Wave Slicer is her. What's Wave Slicer? Swift Blade. What is Waves? Is that just her blade? Huh. Attack range of Wave Slicer is increased. I'm assuming that's just her blade. I'm assuming that. Huh. That's just a little bit of her kit. This is going there looking at it. I'll be honest with you. When I played her in story mode, I didn't really care for her. I don't know. It just didn't click with me. But that maybe could be me just trying to like grind past story mode. Maybe when she comes out, I'll be a little bit more interested in her. Now, like I said, the substats, or should I just say stats, right? It's not really substats in this game. It's more or less stats. You should go crit rate, crit damage. getting Shining Star should be something you should look into, because she seems to be really, like, her ultimate seems to be really, really good. So you want to get that out as much as possible. And if you want to increase ultimate damage, which one is it? Is it Jade Crane increases ultimate damage? But I don't know if 3% is that big of a deal. You know, like, is 3% that big of a deal? There's probably numbers saying otherwise, but to me, I don't think 3% is that big of a deal. But I would say start preparing for it if you plan to subbing first, so you could at least like day one, 90. Like, obviously, you know, if you have other characters you need to build, I'm not sure exactly what her team should be. Obviously, Zero is like a no-brainer for any DPS team, because she's just a universal support character. She doesn't really have any limitations. You know, Qing is a water unit, so it's possibly having another water unit. Like, I heard, I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce this character, Asti. I heard she's really good. I heard actually she's actually really, really good, and she's actually on my list for the next characters that I want to start leveling up. She's actually really. Do I have her max dupe? Do I have her max dupe? No, I do not have her max dupe. That's actually a little infuriating. I don't have, and she's a healer too. Ooh, okay. I heard she's really good. So that's something to take note of. But like I said, Qing is coming. She's the next DPS. I wonder how much better she is than Florence. But she is a water unit, right? So she's not gonna really, or like her and Florence are two separate things. Now, we haven't really gotten any bosses where it's like, yo, you have to use the element for this boss yet, but I feel like we will. Like, they've been just randomly dropping. Now they might have gone over it in the initial live stream for launch, I didn't know, but like, for instance, the Child of Prophecy for me was just like a random drop, right? I didn't even see that coming. But like I'm saying, start preparing for her. She's a week away. I expect her to be a top tier DPS in the game. If you didn't summon for Florence, maybe you want her. Remember that if you haven't used your Vulcan's Grace yet, you can select her weapon. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure what her weapon does, if it's like worth it to summon for. It is guaranteed, right? 100% on weapon banners is a good thing. So if you have that extra 50, then you are able to summon. I'm gonna be pretty good on her summon, because I have at least where am I looking at this at? I have at least 34. So I only need, I mean, if I lose on a 70-30, I might rage. I ain't gonna hold you. Even though I have lost a 70-30 on Florence. I lost a 70-30 on her and got logos, and I was really upset. But yeah, that's all. That's what this video is about. Prepare for her. She's coming. She's supposed to be really, really good. Ancient marks wise, I show you the ancient marks. And stat wise, you should be looking for crit rate and crit damage, and possibly water elemental damage or attack. Some people are saying that elemental damage is actually better than attack. Some people are saying attack is better than elemental damage. I'm pretty sure someone in the comment section will be like, yo, you're an idiot. One or the other is actually better. If it is, please let me know down below. I am not a Wikipedia for this game. I just play it like you guys. Peace, deuces, all above.